voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
My bad. I'm sorry, y'all. Am I on 2 lives or 1? Am I on 2 lives? I think I'm on 1. Hold on, girl. I'm of confusion at this point. I think it was just my laptop. I think it was just my what you call them. All right, I'm back. How y'all doing? Sorry about the technical difficulties. We jumping out the window, already out the window, jacked up. How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday to you. Happy Tuesday and happy Veterans Day. Can you hear me now? I think y'all should be able to hear me now. Yeah, y'all should be able to hear me now. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all get in here. Get the likes up on the video. We have a show. We got a show. It is Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all the Black American veterans. We will be getting into that. Y'all get in here. Get the lives up. Get the likes up. And subscribe to the channel if you are new to the channel. Y'all, I'm having a good week so far. I know today is only Tuesday, but I am having a wonderful, wonderful week. Make sure you guys are liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also get out there and do your grounding and do your meditating, please. Do your genealogy as well. If you want your reparations, you're going to have to do genealogy. Please, please, please. Shout out to everybody in the building. We got a show today. We're going to discuss Black American veterans for Veterans Day because those are the only ones I care about. I mean, and shout out to everybody who served, but we don't care about y'all right now. It's about us. Okay? My dad's doing wonderful. Thank you, Shay Shay, for asking. He's doing good. So we will be discussing that. We got Black Americans and how we are the culture. We're going to discuss that. I want to touch a bit more on energy because I think we need to understand how important that is. And then we got to talk about Kim K trying to basically put mud on spirituality by this whole filling the bar thing. We're going to get into it. We got that. We got Wendy Williams is now not crazy, but we already knew that. They don't need to convince us. They need to convince the doctors. We got that. Gucci Mane, Deb Antney coming out telling us Gucci Mane is not the same Gucci, but I said that. The girl he used to date said that, and now Deb Antney is saying it. And we got a couple of more things going on. But y'all come on in here. Is YouTube skipping? Somebody say YouTube stay skipping. Hold on now. I said that. The girl he used to date. Hold on. Oh, Lord. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I be watching me. Because I don't know. I watch me while I'm doing this. It helps me to, I'm on 2 lives. That's what I thought. Am I on 2 lives? No, it's not skipping on my end. Girl, I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I put up 1 live. That's all I know. I don't know what's going on. I'm of confusion. And if I delete one, I did this before. If I delete one, it's going to take me off. Well, all y'all go to 1 live. It's on the same channel. How am I on 2 lives on 1 channel? This doesn't make sense. It's weird. I'm sorry, y'all. It did it yesterday. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I swear to God, it's not me. I'm not doing nothing. I swear to God. Yeah, I'm watching on Boo. Okay, cool. As long as I'm on the same channel, that's all that matters. I'm on the same channel. I don't know why it's showing twice, but I'm on the same channel. Anyways, y'all get in here and get the likes up on the video. We got a show. But it is Black Veterans Day. Let's start off with that. First and foremost, let's say this. It is Veterans Day, and shout out to everybody who served. I do appreciate everybody who served, because it's less than 1% of the world or America who serves in the military. That means 99.9% of people be like, hell no. So to the less than 1% that serves, or to the 1% that served or has served, shout out to y'all and thank y'all for y'all service. I have family that was in the military. I'm sure if you're a Black American, all of y'all got family that was in the military. So it is what it is. Y'all, congratulations and thank you to all those people who served before us. And I want to kind of go over a few people. Matter of fact, I got somebody else who gonna go over a few people, and we're gonna use this as a learning lesson. Oh yes, we is. So y'all know I'm a YouTuber and a YouTubian, so I be on here as well. So I was listening before I got on to Tariq Nasheed's broadcast, and he was talking about all the Black Americans that served in the military. But in the midst of Tariq Nasheed telling us about the Black Americans that served in the military, he also talked about the Indians that served in the military. But this is the gag. The Indians that served in the military are the Black Americans who served in the military. Now, this is why I tell you, Black Americans and FBA are the same people. The only difference between a Black American and an FBA is genealogy. I'm going to say it again. The only difference between a Black American and an American Indian and or an indigenous American is genealogy. That's it. Because once the Black Americans do their genealogy, what they are going to find when they get at least in the late 1900s, early 1900s, maybe late 1800s, you're going to start seeing Indian stuff. Oh, yeah. That's when you're going to start getting into, oh, grandma was this. Oh, great grandma was that. Okay? That's the only difference between an Indian and a Black American. Now, in 2025, we live under semantics. Y'all already know how I go. Oh, I want to be FBA. Oh, I want to be Indian. Oh, I want to be this. I personally think it's pointless and stupid. We don't even need to go back and forth and talk about it. You know what I'm saying? However, we do, because we are stuck on labels. And this has been done on purpose in the 70s, in the 60s, I'm sorry, when James Brown came. Let me go back, because I've talked about this before. Kwame Ture, what was his name back then? Kwame Ture, was that his name back then? The Trinidadian dude, the mysterious Trinidadian that came from New York down to Mississippi in overalls, because you know he was an op, right? What was his name? Kwame Ture before it was that. He was the mysterious dude, Black dude. He Trinidadian, went to all clear school with the clear orange juice people, and then he found his way down Stokely Carmichael. Thank you, Meek. Appreciate you. Y'all know I'm bad with names. Stokely Carmichael. He came all the way down to the South in some overalls and adopted a horribly bad Southern accent. And he introduced Black power to America, to Black America. And then right after that, they understood the power of music. So what did they do? James Brown, say it loud. I'm Black and I'm proud. It became a movement. Everybody, afros, fist in the air. You know what I'm saying? Black Panther. It all was reinforced through the music. Prior to that, your ass wasn't running around here hollering this, black, that. Okay? Let's call a thing a thing. So you're calling yourself what you are because of propaganda and because of the people that want you to call yourself. I don't care what you call yourself. We all one and the same. I know who we are. What I'm telling you is do your genealogy, because what a reparations is not under the term Black. It's under who you was before you became Black. Does that make sense? So now I want to get into Tariq, because he came on here talking about all the Black veterans, and I was going to just talk about the Harlem Hellfighters, but he spoke about so many. I had to come on here and talk to y'all and show y'all, and then also to show y'all how a Black American and an Indian is one and the same, because Tariq is going to say it. Check it out.
In the Revolutionary War, the American Revolution, it was Black fighters, many who were enslaved. They played decisive roles in American independence. We all know the legend of Crispus Attucks. Crispus Attucks is foundational Black American with indigenous ancestry.
Pause. Crispus Attucks, He says a foundational Black American. Well, guess what? That term didn't exist. He had indigenous ancestry. You know why? Because Crispus Attucks was an American Indian. As a matter of fact, all of us were American Indians prior to them giving us the term Negro. Now, once the term came about, Negro, then the story evolved and made Crispus Attucks a Negro. And as the time evolved and we came into Black, the story evolved and made Crispus Attucks Black. And here comes Tyreek 2025. The story evolves, or the term evolves, and now Crispus Attucks is FBA. Again, I don't care what you call yourself. Whatever you want to call yourself is on you. What I'm proving to you is the only difference between an FBA and an American Indian and or indigenous or whatever y'all want to call yourself, Aboriginal, is the damn genealogy. You will find when you do your genealogy that you have this indigenous history as well. And it ain't no Native American $5 footlong. It's a black ass, nappy head ass nigga, just with a different name.
Mother was, I forgot what tribe she was with. His mother was from a Native American tribe. With Crispus Attucks, the foundation of Black.
His mother was not from a Native American tribe. Get Native American out of your head. That's the $5 Indians. That's the $5 footlongs. The Siberians. That's them. The Mongolians. You are not or have no relation to the Native American term. If you are going to do your genealogy, what you will find is that if any term legally, it would say American Indian, it would say Indian, indigenous, maybe in certain situations, but never Native American. That's for the $5 footlong. I just wanted to add that in.
American. He was the first American killed in the Boston Massacre, sparking the revolutionary cause. And as we know, there's about 10,000 Black soldiers fought for the Continental Army and the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
There was a foundational Black American man named Peter Salem, who was formerly enslaved, but he unalived a big-time British major, John Pickard, at that infamous Battle of Bunker Hill. That was a major turning point in the war. FBA brother took out that cat. All right. We literally fought in the war that created the United States. And then we built the economy and just so many other things. We really have to recognize our importance as foundational Black Americans.
And let me say this. I understand psychology. So I understand that the more Tyreek say foundational Black American, the more it gets embedded in your head, the more you won't want to part from it. And again, I don't give a damn what you call yourself. But what I'm telling you is to get to the other side of that mountain, you're going to have to detach from Africa, and you're damn sure going to have to detach from all of this black vague shit. You're going to have to go in your roots and find out who you are. You're not going to get it under the umbrellas. I'm telling you. Now, again, because I know Black people in America, Black Americans love that term Black like white Jesus. We just won't let it go. I ain't here to tell you let it go. What I'm telling you is when it's time to fight for what it is you need, when it's time to fight, you're going to have to let go of all of that baggage. Hold on.
Even in the War of 1812, Black veterans, they were key in protecting American soil there. They saved, foundational Black American fighters saved a lot of key U.S. regions. There was a battalion called Freemen of Color in New Orleans, and they defended the city against British invasion. They were trying to go into New Orleans and conquer that, and it was the Black sailors who made up a significant portion of the Navy.
You know why we made a significant portion of the Navy? Navy is the same reason why we made a significant portion of all of the branches, because we started it. Everything they got from us. The whole construct and the whole way they do American military comes from the Buffalo Soldiers, Black, indigenous, if you want to go legally, indigenous people in America, Black, swarthy, colored, whatever you want to call them. Okay? Everything they got was from us. What happens is they come in and, like Malcolm X said, they integrate, and then they infiltrate. And once they infiltrate, they kick us out. We see them in the way we see it do it in sports, football, basketball, baseball. They do it all the time. They did the same thing in the military,
which needed the manpower. So it was black combats who saved New Orleans, preventing Britain from retaking the United States territory. That turned the tide of the war. We got to pop our collar to those brothers. Also, the Black Seminoles, those are veterans. Even though they were fighting the U.S. government, they were fighting the army, but they were fighting to get rid of slavery. So they should be honored.
The Black Seminoles are the Seminoles. Them light-skinned $5 footlongs, them photos y'all be seeing, those are the fake Indians, the fake Native Americans. The Black Seminoles are the Seminoles. That's black people, black, nappy, coily, you know what I mean? Like, let me show you what the Seminoles looked like, because I need y'all to understand. And this is just a little photo of what it was. These were not just no regular, $5 foot long, stringy hair. No. These were black, my black, your black. What we would call today nappy head Negroes. These are your indigenous people. Like Pac said, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, the darker the flesh, the deeper the roots. Okay? It's not rocket science. I swear to God.
They should be honored. They were America's first real freedom fighters. They were fighting to end the despicable stain of slavery on U.S. soil. And even the U.S. military, they repeatedly stated that the Black Seminoles, they were the most strategic, the most disciplined, and the hardest opponents they've ever faced. So we got to really understand that black military leadership.
And listen, I don't need to go too far into it, because I think it kind of like speaks for itself. But I'm saying all that to say this, y'all. I think we getting too caught up on semantics with names and stupid stuff, and none of that matters. What matters is we got stuff that these people owe us, and we need to go up in there and get it. And shout out to the Black Americans that fought in the wars. I know I have family that fought in World War II, World War I. You know what I'm saying? But I want us to know that on Veterans Day, we need to talk about how not only Black Americans were treated poorly then, even still today in the military. The top percentage of the military is predominantly clear. And it's not because they do better. It's not because they are better. It's because they are who they are. Infiltrators, people who come in and want to take over everything. Now, this is what was going on happening after World War II. Yeah. So when Black Americans were doing okay, we were not poor. The whites, the clears were poor. What the government did was give the clears an economic floor by giving them a GI Bill. That's what they did. They gave them a GI Bill. And these white folks took this GI Bill and bought houses. They bought vehicles. They went and got land. And they told all the black people, hey, if y'all fight in World War II, you will get the GI Bill too. Well, guess what? Black Army people who went into the World War II and fought in the war, most of them didn't get nothing, because when they came back, it was never for them. It was for the clear people to give them an economic floor. Remember, these are clears coming in through Ellis Island, disease-ridden, what they used to do, disease blanket having clears. No shade, shout out to the clears, but this is a Negro meeting. They gave your great-grandmothers and grandfathers, or grandmothers and grandfathers, economic floors through the GI Bill, and it's a lot of these soldiers, most of them didn't get it. As a matter of fact, I have a cousin that fought in World War II. I went to his grave site and saw that he was not only one of those soldiers, he didn't get his GI Bill neither, and he died trying to get it. So if you ask me about Black Americans or you ask me about Veterans Day, I want to talk about how Black Americans do all the work and get treated the worst. And I also want to say this too to the Black Americans who are in the military. And this matches for those of you who work in corporate America. See y'all getting up by them white folks and y'all get to smelling y'all ass. They get to making y'all believe y'all gonna climb high on them ranks, and you niggas get to going at each other, stepping on other niggas' toes, doing a white man's bidding. You niggas turn into Sambo. You niggas turn into goddamn Stephen from Django, and you niggas be worse than a white boy, and they know it. And that's why they dangle them high ranks and them high goddamn places over your head to watch you niggas tear each other down. I'm on them. I'm on what's his name? I'm on Muhammad Ali. Black man ain't got no place in that white boy military. And if you ask me, if we pull back from it, he won't have no military. Because they got us thinking we only 13% and we only 43 million. You ain't never been the minority. You always been the majority. That's why most of y'all, if not damn near all of y'all on here, got people that done fought in one of these wars. Now, I'm saying all that to say this. Y'all keep running behind these systems, they gonna run y'all ass right into hell. And for all y'all going into these systems trying to step on each other, do each other dirty so you can get up to the top, because the cracker gonna piss on you when you get up there anyway. Done seen it again, okay? So when you get up there to get pissed on, then we gonna sit up there and look at you like you're stupid. But God sits high and look low. Get up out them people shit. You're wondering why Trump kicking your ass out? It might be a sign. Get up out them people shit. You don't know what's about to go down. The next war ain't gonna require foot soldiers. Duck, duck, goose. Get up out them people shit. Yay. The next war is not going to require you and your boots on the ground. Get up out them people shit. You want to know what the next war going to look like? Go watch Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. And you tell me how many humans you saw. Get up out them people shit, because it's tearing y'all up anyway. But happy Veterans Day to the Black Americans and to all the ones who served in the past, to all the ones who served here and who serve now and will serve in the future. If you're going to serve, get in and get what you got to get and get the hell up out them people shit. I said what I said. And I ain't talking out the side of my neck neither. Okay? For real. All jokes. For real. They ain't going to have no boots on the ground for the next war. You see, we thinking about the past. We thinking about them old AI World War movies. Don't let that go over your head. Ooh. We so busy looking at them old World War I and World War II AI movies that they done gave us and told us was real. We so busy looking at them movies, we thinking war, and we thinking, oh my God, but they need all of it. No, they don't need all you niggas. They just need a few brilliant minds to run them machines. Duck, duck, goose. Come on now. Come on now, girl. All they need is a few brilliant minds to run them machines and fix them when they break. That's why your ass getting kicked up out them corporate offices. That's why your ass getting kicked up out them militaries. Get about them people stuff now. Go ahead on. Go find you something else to do. And it's going to save your life too. That's the gag. I don't know who need to hear, but it's going to save your life. Let's get into the show. But happy Veterans Day to all the Black Americans who serve. I just hate that Black people, especially Black Americans, bro, we get in these positions of power and we get worse than the cracker. Oh, I hate every second of it. We get worse than a white boy. It's like, I'd rather just work for the white boy. At least he's scared to be racist. You niggas just get up there and be worse than him. God damn. Now, did y'all see this? Speaking of the white boy, girl, they say, girl, look at Trump done decorated the Oval Office, girl, dripped it out in gold, girl. Look. Girl, y'all was wondering why they was running behind that Doge money. Girl, look!
You can't imitate gold, real gold. There's no paint that imitates gold.
So these aren't like from Home Depot or something?
No, this is not Home Depot stuff.
No, not stuff you buy.
This is not Home Depot. Another one thing with gold.
Why not
You
silver?
can't imitate gold, real gold.
Before now. Go ahead on, Trump. Decorate your house. This during Biden, it looked, very old. This during Trump. Girl, somebody put in the comments, it's giving very 80s old Coke era, and I could not unsee it. Bitch, when I tell you, whoever put that in the comment won the comment section for me yesterday. Somebody say it's giving 80s old Coke era. I'm thinking in my head, girl, the pure kind, okay? The pure. You know what this remind me of? I'm glad you said that, Carmen. Y'all remember, put a 3 in the chat if y'all remember watching Robin Leach in Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Girl, see, back in the 80s, no, not the 80s, the 90s. I want to say about the 80s, but maybe the 90s and the early 2000s. They had this show called Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. This when everybody in America was poor. We was all broke. But only the rich and famous people had money, girl. And it was like MTV Cribs before MTV Cribs or around that time. I don't know. But when we used to go inside their house, they used to be like, oh, I have gold chips. I have gold chips in my doorknobs that I had flown in from France. I had a 3-year-old chip them by his hands and send them directly over. Someone hand carried it in Kleenex over to the office and they wrapped it 3 times. Girl, and you just be like, I remember back then at the house, like, bitch, what? How could you even think to get something like that? Like, huh? Girl, and they be like, yeah. And I had a virgin, blessed. Bitch, what? Yeah, right before we got it off the plane, they had a virgin on the ground blessing it as it came off the plane. And that restored its exuberance. Girl, I used to be like, girl, as a young kid, like, girl, what the fuck? Like, what? I didn't even know you could think to do stuff like that, girl. Trump done went in there and turned them people into, he must have called Robin Leach. Is he still alive? Trump done went in there and turned them people house into Scarface, girl. He wrong for that. But I guess he said, I'm in this bitch. I'm about to decorate. Y'all want to know where the Doge money went? Y'all want to know where the Doge money went? Hey, one thing about it, Trump fixed up his house and threw you a couple of dollars because he about to give y'all $2,000. Girl, listen, I don't care. Let him fix your house up, Trump. That nigga fixed his crib and he turned around and said, let me throw my people a little something. You feel me? Fix your shit up, Trump. I ain't mad at Trump. I'm with Trump. You feel what I'm saying? People mad. Oh, it's so gaudy. Oh, it's so ugly. Girl, that's poor. That's what I was saying when I was poor. I know. That's what poor people say. Girl, it is ugly and gaudy because we don't know what it is. Our brains can't fix your house up, Trump, because I'm waiting on my $2,000 check, okay? Y'all can sit up here and complain about Trump. Call it what you want. I don't give a damn. Fix your house up, Trump. Run me my 2 rags, okay? I'm with Trump. If you going to fix your shit up and put it in our face, throw me out. You feel what I'm saying? Put a little something in my pocket. Grease me up. If you gonna take the money, and we all know you got this money, and you gonna fix your house up, at least grease me. If you could grease me, I could just be like, all right, grease me. Trump greasing us. Fix your house up, Trump. I ain't mad at Trump. Trump greased us. I say fix your house up. Okay, girl, I'm waiting on my 2 rags. Girl, I don't give a damn what Trump up there doing. Girl, Trump could be in there having freak offs with Diddy. Girl, I don't give a damn whatever Trump got here. You know what? Quiet as is kept. I call prison portals. They might have an underground tunnel from one of them jails down there, and Diddy might keep the party going that night. You never know. You never know. So all I'm saying is, I don't give a damn what Trump around there doing. Keep greasing, Trump. Keep greasing. And for everybody acting like them 2 racks ain't nothing, I agree. Just give them to me. Give me the 2 racks. And then we'll go from there. If the 2 racks ain't nothing, give it to me. And we'll go from there. I'll make sure it goes in good hands. These. Girl, please, girl. Y'all be finding things to be mad about, girl. I ain't mad about Trump fixing his house up. Girl, please, fix your house up. Now, what's going on? So, a different world. They rebooting a different world and they filling it up with tethers. Now, most people are saying, I want to get into it, but one person left a comment talking about the angle they were going, and I agree so good. But I started it made me think about what they're doing. And I told y'all this before. The reason why they take our old heroes and put tethers in the roles is to quietly and slowly and secretly erase us from the story. Again, it's not about what actually happened. It's about what his story says. This is why we are at odds today when it comes to history, okay? So now they're going to reboot a different world and they filling it up with tethers. And this is the angle that I feel like it is. Let me go on. Hold on. It says a different world is back. Netflix drops sequel series with new cast based on the Hillman legacy. Netflix is taking us back to Hillman College with an exciting new sequel to the iconic series A Different World. The streamer has officially greenlit the show after months of development. Set at the same beloved fictional HBCU, the sequel introduces Deborah Wayne, played by Broadway's Malia Joy Moon, as the daughter of Dwayne Wayne and Whitley Gilbert. As Deborah begins her freshman year, she must balance the weight of her parents' legacy with carving her own path. She sets out to build her own legacy while having the time of her life, alongside with a whole new generation of Hillman's best and brightest, reads the show's official logline. The fresh cast includes Aaliyah Kai, I don't know who that is, Chibukumbe Uche, Cornell Young IV, Jordan Aaron Hall, a newcomer Kennedy Reese. Felicia Pride will lead the series as a writer, executive producer, and showrunner, while Debbie Allen returns to direct and produce it. It remains unclear whether which other OGs from the series will make an appearance. It's such an honor to be a part of bringing back this iconic show, one that I grew up on, which had a profound impact on my life, said Pride. I am so proud of the work we're doing to re-image a different world for the beloved fans and new generations alike. All right, let me tell you this. First of all, they're trying to muddy up the waters and rewrite the history. First of all, we don't need a reboot of A Different World. But do you know why they're doing a reboot of A Different World? Because first of all, people don't create no more. But secondly, it's tethers. I'm pretty positive it's tethers behind this. They don't come into America with no culture. They come in to suck and leech like blood suckers. So what they do, eat not just the tethers, the clears alike. What they do is come in, take the stuff that we already had, muddy up the waters, and re-image it. I told you they did the same thing and is doing it in sports. This is why basketball don't have no athleticism no more. It's just a bunch of pale vanilla wafers shooting threes all day. This is why football is just a big-ass wrestling field with a football, because it's just a bunch of vanilla wafers and foreigners and tethers love tapping each other. The shit ain't real. That's the same thing they're doing in entertainment. They do it with our historic leaders. They get the tethers to play them. So when the history comes, or when it comes to the future, they're going to say, yeah, Tina Turner was Tina Turner, but they're going to say Tina Turner was from Ghana, because they're going to use the Ghanaian person or whoever to play her to say, look, here's the proof. This is the same way we look back at history today. Most people today, I'll give you an example. When you want to find out something, you go to a book, and in our minds, we think because it's in the book, it's automatically true. That's where discernment comes in, because that does not mean I could write a book of bullshit right now. It don't mean it's true. Okay? But we go into these books and we get these references and we see these references and we just go, yep, see, it's got to be true. Look. But what I'm telling you is they're setting it up now for 50 years later so that they can rewrite what's happening now. You're living them rewriting the history. Welcome to the party. You're late. You are in the midst of them rewriting your history and your narrative. So what they're going to do is take everything that you built, everything that we built from scratch, from blood, sweat, and creative tears, and they're going to muddy the waters out and then come back and give it back to us attached with tethers. It is a way to take you out of the story. It's a paper genocide. It is an ethnocide. It is any and every way to erase you. I told you what the whole doggone clue was, or what the whole movement was about. It is to keep you here physically, but make you going mentally. You'll be so enslaved you won't even know who you are. Now, the only way to combat these things, Black America, stop supporting them. When we hear about movies with our old stars, if it's a tether in a starring role, no shade. Don't support it. When they got their reboot with the Fresh Prince and the reboot with this, y'all be so happy and excited. And this the gag. 99% of the time, that shit don't be nowhere near as good as it used to be. Stop supporting that shit. We the only ones keeping it alive. We are the culture. They don't have enough tethers here to take care of that and keep it afloat. It's us. Stop supporting it, because what we are doing when we support that is we are supporting the erasure of our own culture. They giving the story, but replacing the people in the story. That's exactly what they are doing. They're going to give you the story, but replace the people in the story. Same character. They're just going to replace the origin or the people. The same thing they did with the Bible. I was about to stop myself. The same thing they did with the Bible. They're going to replace the people. Okay. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying, because I feel like I'm going too far. But I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. Pay attention. Pay attention. That's all I can say. Pay attention. Let's move on. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Please, please, please get the likes up on the video. Oh, hold on. Wait, girl. I wanted to talk about this really quickly. So Omarion went on a TV show, no, not a TV show, a radio show, and they asked him about Mario. Now, first and foremost, Mario had said Omarion can't sing. Well, whoop the fucking do. We all knew that. Mario exposed that during the verses. Okay? This is when we found out that nigga Omarion don't be winded. He can't sing. Okay? So we already knew that. Now they asked Mario who all can sing and who can't sing, and you know Mario said Omarion can't sing. Nigga, we found out at the verses, not only can't Omario sing, he almost damn near can't dance. Hello? The way that nigga was, oh baby, by the way, oh baby, by the way, girl, you know I want you. That's how he be sounding by the end of the day. And I'm thinking, oh, that nigga must be tired. I'm like, dang, he got to do some breathing exercises like Chris Brown and them, because they know how to keep the note and keep moving. But not Omarion. Every time that nigga sound like he trying to breathe, because the nigga can't sing. Welcome to the party. We all late. God damn it. He can't sing. So look, they don't ask that nigga if he'll work with Mario, like as if Mario looking to work with him. Y'all know I love me some Mario. So they asked him if he willing to work with Mario after them comments, like I said, as if Mario trying to work with this nigga. And look what he said.
Oh, there's always turbulence amongst your peers on who can sing and who can't.
Right. Which is a wild conversation, you know what I mean? Because we're supposed to be here to uplift.
By the way, I enjoyed the verse.
This ain't no participation trophy, nigga. This is music. Music is a competition. Oh, yeah. Music is just as competitive as basketball, football, badminton, soccer, and every goddamn thing else. Oh, no, nigga. This ain't no we supposed to uplift. Nigga, what? You done scammed us for 30 years, and you mean to tell me when Mario exposed it, now it's a problem about us uplifting? Oh, Marion, you must have an icebox where your brain used to be, nigga. You done lost your rabbit ass mind, and I liked it. I knew you was calm, but I realized you calm and stupid. Nigga, you done lost your mind, oh, Marion. The gig is up, nigga. We know you can't sing. That's all right. That's okay.
Since I know that was a long time ago that you and Mario did. Since then, a lot of just that kind of turbulence has come out. But I dare say, man, we're entering a whole new age. It's better that we work together than work divided. Under those circumstances, would you ever be willing to do work with him? You know,
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. You know, I think that for me, it's all about respect. You know, I think you can have your opinion, but you know, the moment I feel like there's no respect there,
that's
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm cool. I'd rather, you know, step back. Yeah. I don't think it's respect there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Especially for somebody like me that has been doing it, you know,
like, there's always turbulence amongst your peers on who can sing and who can't. Right.
Which is a wild conversation, you know what I mean? Because we're supposed to be here to uplift.
Oh, go lay down, Marianne. Marianne, go lay down. The gig is up. Cat Williams said all lies will be exposed. Mario done sat back and watched you go on tour all over the world, Craig, and Mario should have been on that tour. And you know what? Mario must have sat back and said, nah, it's my time. Expose this nigga. And he did. Marianne, it's all right. If you and B2K get back together, a few of the old hoes still gonna pull up on you. Don't worry about it. But the gig is up. It's all right. We don't want to uplift you. As a matter of fact, nigga, you catfished us. Milli Vanilli. Yeah, you catfished us. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel played. Instead of getting on here talking about how we need to be uplifting each other, you need to be out here apologizing, nigga. Cause you goddamn up. You lied. You lied, nigga. You lied. Now take your L and go lay down, because bad enough, and the only reason we ain't jumping down your throat because we like the way you handled it when April was messing with Fizz, when April was putting that little cootie cat on little Fizz Peter Bird. We liked it the way that you handled it. You was real calm and collected and smiled and things of that nature. So we saw another side of you, and we love you for that. So that's the only thing gonna keep us from off your ass. But if you keep going, we gonna forget about that, and we gonna be on your ass for this 30-year catfish, nigga. Cause that's what he did. 30 years of catfish. Marion got us on 30 years of catfish, bitch. I feel played. I used to love B2K. Is you crazy? Girl, I had just came off of Immature. Girl, 30 years. Get him off of here, girl. Now I done got mad. Girl, 30 years. I can't believe that. 30. It just dawned. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. 30 years of catfishing. This nigga won't get on the internet talking about we supposed to be uplifting. Nigga, uplifting? You owe me money and time, nigga. Oh, uplift, man. Marion, please, not now. I don't have a time. Please, Marion, please. I like you. Don't do it. Don't do it. I might start thinking about it again and get mad. Please, please. Just go back to meditating or whatever you be doing. Please, get from around here. Speaking of somebody needing to meditate, y'all, what's wrong with y'all little partner? Why is Drake trying to be seen so bad? He like a girl who want their ex to see him. Look at Drake. Drake want to be relevant again so bad. He just peeking out around the corner to see what we gonna say. See if we still mad at him. You know what I'm saying? Drake is trying to do anything to kind of peak, just to be like, let me see what they gonna say. You know, yesterday he had the Nigerian he paid to get off the elevator and said, "Oh my God, it is him. I cannot believe it." That was yesterday. Yesterday he had the Nigerian dude say, "I cannot believe it." Now today he get into a fake fight. Now, come on now. It's Drake. It's Drake. Who gonna get close enough to Drake to even have words? It's Drake. But here go Drake. Here go Drake. Acting like a little biatch. I'm telling you, this is what I remember when I was dating this dude. I remember I had seen him and he didn't see me, so I tried to make myself be seen. So I like kind of walked up, you know, like did put a little extra on my shoulders when I walked by, extra shimmy. You know, not for him to I didn't want him to see me see him. I just wanted to walk past him so he could see me, and in his mind, he didn't know, or I didn't see him, but the whole time I seen him first. You know what I'm saying? That's what Aubrey giving me right now. Like walking past with an extra shimmy past the nigga, like, you know. I ain't see you. Hey. Oh my God. I ain't see how everybody doing? You doing? You looking all right. Yeah. Girl, whole time, bitch, I done passed. Look, I done plotted in the corner. Wait till that nigga sit down. I'm gonna go with the bathroom. I'm gonna go around that way. That's Drake. That's Drake. Drake peeking around the corner, trying to see. Let me see what they gonna. Let me walk past and see. But the problem is, Drake, we ain't looking. Drake keep walking past us to get to the bathroom, but we not looking. Drake, it's not working. Drop some heat or go sit your mellow yellow ass down. We don't want to hear all of this, Aubrey. Go lay down. Girl, I'm so tired of Aubrey. I am just sick and done. I am tired of Aubrey. I'm tired of him. It's just, I thought Kendrick put him to rest, but he's trying to make it still. I just don't have time, you know? Like, damn, Aubrey, go lay down. Damn, we got other things going on, and here you come by the bathroom. We don't see you, nigga. We saw you first. How about that? We saw you first. We already saw you coming this way. That's why we looked over here. We saw you see us. And when we saw you see us, it was coming this way. We turned this way. And look at Drake walking by. And we still, yeah, girl. So what y'all doing? Y'all eating tomorrow? Girl, Drake is over. It's a wrap, Faye. Don't worry about it. You should have waited about a year and came back. You coming back too early. We still remember, Faye. We still remember like 9/11. We still remember like 9/11, nigga. It's too early, half nigga. Too early. Too early. Rochelle, thank you so much for the super chat, and always for sure. Always making it rain. Thank you so much, TD. I love you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. I make it rain. I make it rain on them hoes. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Plex honoring ourselves who served in World War II, fighting against Nazi Germany in Europe, are being removed from the military cemetery in the Netherlands. Wow. Just read it this morning. They continually keep trying to remove our greatness from history. That's what they do. Thank you so much for bringing that up, because I didn't even know that was happening. But let me tell you something, y'all. That's what they do. It's about taking the things that we've already built, taking the things that we already created, okay? And it's about putting their names and putting their places in it. Remember, and this is no shade. Shout out to my Africans in the chat. But a lot of the Africans that come over here to America, not the ones that stay home, I'm talking about the ones that come to America. A lot of them Africans, them people be like a lot of Nigerians, you know, the new Africans. They come in droves, but they come in with no identity. See, they telling you, I'm Nigerian, I'm Ghanaian, or I'm Ghana, I'm this, that, and the third. These are all brand new identities. They coming with no identity. They're going to tell you that they have all this Ghana pride and all this Nigeria pride and all this pride. But then if you have all this pride, you wonder why you're not taking that pride and bringing it over here. You coming in to get my pride because you know you ain't got now. They coming over here changing their names. The Clears already did it. I told y'all. Y'all didn't get your name from no slave master. The slave master got his name from you. They coming over here taking your names. Matumbo coming over here and saying his name is John Smith. And if you don't do your genealogy, John Smith gonna run right into your genealogy and get your inheritance. Watch what I'm telling you. But they coming over here in droves, and these are people coming with no identity. I said what I said, and I'm saying it with my chest. The Africans that's coming over here in droves are coming with no identity. That's why it's so easy for them to come over here and steal everything that we have. If they had anything equally valuable or at least equally interesting, they would bring it with them. They tried with the Jollof rice. You see how that happened? They don't have an identity. The identity they have, they learned about it when you learned about it. And I got 777 in the chat. The identity that they have, they got it when they came over here. They learned about it when you learned about it. I told you, your grandmother is older than Nigeria. Your grandmother is older than Ghana. These some mysterious Africans that they put together and said, we're going to call you Ghana. We're going to call you Nigeria. And here they come. Here they come. To take on your identity. Listen, let me tell you something. People who have an identity don't have to do that. They never had. Okay? People who have an identity don't have to do that. You don't see large other groups of people coming over here trying to beat us. Okay? They don't have no identity. That bullshit, that old pride, Ghana pride, Nigeria pride. Well, why you don't take that shit back to Nigeria and Ghana? Because ain't nothing there. They coming over here to destiny swap, to take yours. And if you continue to be blind and walk with your eyes closed, your destiny will be taken. I promise you. That's why it's an awakening. You have to know, first and foremost, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Secondly, you have to know who you are. And it ain't under no big ass umbrella. It ain't FBA. It ain't even American Indian. You have to know who you are. That's the only way. Because guess what? See them Africans and some of them clears and the mellow yellows, that new race. I told you the vanilla wafers they just created. They about to come in and take your identity. And for those of us who running around here thinking we just gonna march to the polls and march to DC to get these reparations, they're gonna be behind the scenes with your genealogy saying, oh no, I'm Raekwon Lewis. That's me. Oh, you got your paperwork? Yup. Here go my paperwork, and they're going to slide right on in. I ain't making this up. They're going to slide right on in on your inheritance. And you don't even know you have it because you so busy running around with this, that, and the third. Do your genealogy. I cannot stress that enough. Thank you, TD, for gifting the memberships. Who got them? Leisha B81. Tanisha, Tasha Washa, Meek Mills, and Abundance and Clarity. You already had one. Chief This Need You Warrior. Y'all, welcome to the membership, y'all. Shout out to y'all in the building. Shout out to y'all in the building. But I'm telling you now, they are destiny swapping. They're doing it every single day. Do not support it. And as a matter of fact, if y'all got platforms, y'all need to be going on y'all platforms and telling everybody that they out here trying to destiny swap, and that's not true. Correct the history. So when the people come back, in the future and they want to know what's happening, because let me tell you what's going to happen. The same thing we're doing now, the same thing going to happen in 50 years. In 50 years, the people are going to want to know what happened 50 years ago. And they're going to have the internet. Now we have books. They going to have the internet and all kind of AI. So when they go to search, it's going to be imperative that when they see the lies, our voices is just as loud saying that's cap. That's cap. And no matter how much they either try to hide us in the algorithm, if enough of us do it, they won't be successful. It is up to us. Even if y'all got a personal platform, tweet it, put it on Facebook. It is up to us to combat it, because when them people in 50 years from now go to look to what happened, because they're not going to know. They're not going to know unless we pass down oral tradition, which is something we need to get back to. But when them people in 50 years from now want to know what happened, all they're going to have is what we left. Let's make sure we leave a heavy footprint. That's the word I wanted to say. But y'all get the likes up on the video. Y'all, please like the video. Please, 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 if y'all don't do anything, like the video, get it out in the algorithm. Ryan, thank you for the super chat, says, I wonder if they're going to remake Ariel's A Whole New World with the whole tether world 2 leeches. You know what? They could have Ariel because she was a fish in the water. Ariel was and I loved it, The Little Mermaid. Oh, I loved it. You know, I went through my healing and realized that the reason I loved The Little Mermaid was because she was she was told what she couldn't do. And she was like determined to do it, even though she was running behind a nigga. Duck, duck, goose. Duck, duck, goose. Done did my share. Done ran behind niggas, girl. I ain't gonna get on here and act like I didn't, girl. Done ran behind niggas. Done head up, chin up, bitch, behind a nigga. Done did it. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, I used to think that it was that. It really was the fact that she was being held down and suppressed and she didn't like it. And she went and did, you know, her big one. So, you know, shout out to that. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Girl, I ain't too proud to tell y'all I done ran duck, duck, goose behind a nigga. Sure did, bitch. More than one. What's up? Yay. So any nigga come on the future and say, she was begging me. Yeah, I did, nigga. I did probably. Who it was. Now, some of them niggas gonna be lying. But 1 or 2 of them ain't gonna be lying. No, yeah, I probably was begging that nigga. I was unhealed. Yay. Please come back to me. That was unhealed me. Remember, did is the key word. Yeah, I did. That's the key word. You get it? All right. Let's get back into it. I got a message about melanin. I told y'all, melanin is so important. It's so valuable, more valuable than you can ever imagine. And melanin is directly connected to your energy, which is all directed to the sun. This is why I meditate and ground outside in the sun. No wig, okay? Y'all get the likes up on the video.
And one of the substances that produced the melanin, of course, was the inner eye, or what we call the third eye, or what the Europeans call the pineal gland, which is in the center of the brain. And the pineal gland produces a hormone that goes on to produce the melanin. And this is why I wrote this chart up here, melanogenesis, the beginning of melanin. The beginning of melanin, or the manufacture of melanin, actually starts with Ra, with the sun. And then the rays of the sun go on to hit our eyes, especially the pupils or the darker parts of our eyes. When the rays of the sun hits our eyes, brothers and sisters, it stimulates our eyes, and those rays go to the center of the brain by way of a pathway, which they call the neural pathway.
And let me say this too. Do y'all know, put a 3 in the chat if y'all heard when we was growing up, you're not supposed to look directly at the sun because you're going to go blind. I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm just telling you what I do. I'm not telling you, I'm not recommending nobody do nothing. Please don't listen to me. I'm just telling you my story. But every day I go outside, unless the sun done got weaker, I can focus my eyes to look directly at the sun and it literally looks like the moon. Like I can literally take the shine away from the sun and see past it and look at it like it's clear. And I ain't gonna hold you. I haven't had vision problems. So again, it's funny that this lady is saying that because I know growing up, they told us you're not supposed to look at the sun because it's going to make you go blind. But I think I know the reason they were telling us that is because they didn't want us to open up that pineal gland, that third eye. They didn't want us to awaken. You get it? See how clever that enemy is?
On this neural pathway, it leads to the center of the brain, to a tiny group of nerve cells. And those nerve cells are the actual pineal gland. The pineal gland is a cluster of nerve cells that's in the center or in the midbrain. Now, when these nerve cells are stimulated, or what they call innervated, then it goes on to secrete or to put out the hormone melatonin, which goes on to deposit the melanin in our cells, in our pigment cells. So the pineal gland is the inner eye or the third eye in the midbrain, and melanin is the substance that colors our skin, our eyes, and our hair. So when we talk about melanin, we're talking about color. We're talking about pigmentation. Now, again, as I stated before, this is something that we take for granted, brothers and sisters, but Europeans do not take melanin for granted. They take the pigment very, very seriously. They're working in the labs 24 hours a day in ships here in the United States and also in Japan, because those groups of peoples are the peoples in the earth or on the earth that have the least amount of melanin. So they know that our melanin will save their lives. So they're working to duplicate, to make carbon copies of this substance that's in our pigment cells or in our cells in general. And one of the substances...
My bad, I didn't mean to do that, but I bought this.
And one of the
I bought this out because I thought this was very informative about the sun and about, because I know I tell y'all to go grounding and all that stuff. I love the sun. If y'all can see, if y'all was on my live yesterday, I'm like 3 shades darker than I was 6 months ago or about a year ago. I love the sun. You know what I'm saying? But I realized, like I said, when I do my sun gazing or whatever, stare gazing or whatever you call it, I can look directly into the sun and I get a lot of downloads like that. So for those of y'all, even if you're not grounding, I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just telling you it worked for me. But according to this woman, it literally, and I already knew that, it connects through the sun to the pineal gland, you know what I'm saying, through the eyes, and it opens up the things that you're going to need to be opened up to survive the spiritual warfare. I'm telling you, the biggest mistake we made was going inside for 2020. It was a tenfold situation. But when we went inside and stayed inside for that long time, a lot of people became vitamin D deficient. A lot of people started having all types of situations going on. You see what I'm saying? So please be advised, it's not being inside, it's being outside. More of us need to go outside. Churn, need buy more bikes, not Power Wheels. No. Buy them churn some bikes, pedals, so they could go outside and play. Yay. Like regular churn. Don't go get them no cell phones and no iPad. Get them something to make them go outside and be active, because that's going to help the kids combat the warfare that they dealing with the internet and all that other stuff. Now, let's talk about the Most High God. Who is he? Is he or she? Is it it? Where can we find the Most High God? I told y'all on many occasions, if you are looking for God in a book or in a building, you have already lost. He don't live there. He don't even reside there. He ain't nowhere around there. Actually, he's in you. The Most High God is within you. Okay? Now, with that being said, shout out to the late, great brother Khalid Muhammad. You know, he was the next Malcolm X. If you ask me, this brother was fierce. I wish I could have heard him as a young kid, but this was in the 90s. I was a kid, but I wish I could have heard him back then. But I do listen to some of his lectures every now and again. But he talks about the Most High and heaven or hell and what's going on. And this is just the truth, because we're going to have to come into the truth to understand what's going on. Y'all like the video?
There is no mystery God. Absolutely no mystery God. There is no God in the sky, and there is no devil under the ground. Heaven is not in the sky, and hell is not under the ground. Heaven and hell are conditions of the mind, states of existence, and states of being.
Okay.
So Jesus told us to stop looking for heaven in the sky. He said the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Facts.
And that we are the temples of the living God. That the living God lives in our temple, and he does not inhabit the sky, but he inhabits the higher realms of the heavens, of the realm of the secret innermost chambers of the subconscious chamber of the soul of man and woman. And this power bursts forth and emanates forth from him to set in motion a universal order based on principle and law. There is.
So just to kind of give a little brief synopsis of what he's saying, we all learned as a concept growing up that heaven is in the sky, hell is beneath us, and heaven is, the streets paved with gold, and hell is the lake of pit fire. What the brother is saying is the concept exists, but not in the way in which we were taught. Heaven and hell is real, but it only exists in your mind. It's a state of mind. When you switch and first of all, when you heal and you start to go within, you will start to shift your world around you because your mind will start to shift. You find your heaven or hell here. The Most High does not reside in a church. He does not reside in a book. The reason you know that is because in both of those situations, you find the devil more prevalent than the Most High. Okay? The point he's making is, in order to really to find God and to get closer to him, you have to start with the man in the mirror and tap into you. This is all about states of mind. It sounds so frivolous when you say it just randomly. Oh, it's just a state of mind. Me in the 3D mind looks at somebody and be like, girl, you sound stupid. What you mean it's a state of mind? I'm in poor, bitch. I'm broke. I can't eat. I understand that. But if you get out of that fear and if you get out of that mind state, you will start to see that things are going to shift for you in here, and then it's going to shift in your reality. I tell people all the time, I lost all that weight in less than a year. I only started working out the first month or two. I don't even work out no more because my state of mind shifted, and it causes me to shift in my daily activities. I make different decisions in the foods that I eat. I make different decisions in the things that I drink. I make different decisions, not because I had to set myself up for a New Year's resolution, not because I had to say I'm going to start on Monday. It started in my mind. My mind got here and my reality shifted. You see what I'm saying? So when he's talking about heaven and hell and God, he's not saying it doesn't exist. It does, in fact, exist. It just exists in here. This is why they tell you, the white folks, that you got to die and wait for your heaven. Basically, they saying you got to be asleep to get your heaven. But they get to have theirs while they wide awake. It's a state of mind. I hope I help somebody with that. Not hurt, Lord. I hope I help somebody with that. I really do. Because that's really what it is. It's really about the state of mind. Real talk. And I find that most people who have good state of mind, a positive state of mind, they do well. They do. Now let's get into spirituality and Kim Kardashian. So now Kim Kardashian was supposed to be a lawyer, a microwave lawyer per usual. And she was supposed to take the bar. Now she wants to come out and say that she had 3 psychics tell her that she was going to pass this bar and she didn't pass it. First of all, Kim is not no lawyer. She's not smart enough. I don't give a damn what people say. Kim is just a white girl with influence. That's it. A white girl with the body of a Barbie that no white man wants with influence. That's it. Again, a white girl with the body of a Barbie that no white man wants with influence. That's all she is. She got money, power, and influence. The bitch ain't smart. She dumb as a box of rocks. She's clever, not smart. There's a difference. Okay? So I don't know why when she passed the first 15-minute law bar exam, y'all got the screaming and hollering because she got a few niggas out. Y'all got the feeling like this hoe was the lady from Murder, She Wrote. And I'm sitting up here saying, this hoe is a microwave lawyer. The hell? So here she come taking the bar again, and here she come attacking spirituality. Why? Because we're getting back into our spirituality. We're tapping back into the Holy Spirit. And somebody with her caliber of voice is very, very big. So what does she do? Oh, I didn't pass the bar exam. I blame it on the 3 psychics. Let me start by saying this. First of all, shout out to all of the light workers. Shout out to all of the tarot card readers. Shout out to all of the people who work in the divine and in the spirituality. Shout out to y'all who doing the right thing and doing this stuff in the light. What Kim is trying to do is muddy the waters for those of you who are doing God's work. Okay, that's what Kim is trying to do. She's a puppet, yet and still she's trying to muddy the waters. Oh, psychics are bad. Psychics are this. Y'all remember Cleo? Call me now for your free reading. Do you know the reason they created Cleo was for us to take it out of our minds that shit could even be possible? When the fact of the matter is, most of y'all in the chat are psychic. Most of y'all could really sit down and think, be like, man, I said that was going to happen. Oh, man, I called it. Oh, man, I said that. Mostly everybody in the chat got a I told y'all niggas moment. Nigga, we all psychics. But the reason they gave us the big old gimmick with call me now for your free reading is so when this day come, most people will shun it like, oh my God, it's a bunch of bull. Now, fast forward, here comes Kim, one of the biggest celebrities we have. And here she come talking about because she didn't pass the exam, the bar exam, she had 3 psychics tell her that she would pass, and she didn't. What Kim is trying to do is muddy the waters for those of us who are seeking answers and tapping in with our spiritual side. Please do not be fooled. This is propaganda at its finest. I told y'all I don't like celebrities because they puppets. Here goes puppet number 1.
Know that all of the psychics that we have met with and that we're obsessed with are all full of shit. They all collectively, maybe 4 of them, have told me I was going to pass the bar. So they're all full pathological liars. Don't believe anything they say. I'm just letting you guys know.
Pay attention to what she's saying. And instead of her talking on the phone, imagine she's talking to the masses of the world. I need everybody to close their eyes and imagine Kim Kardashian is on this podium in front of all of America, like the United States, like the president. But for 2 seconds, imagine her on that podium and she's got a microphone in front of her, and this microphone is going to blast out to everybody. Now listen to what Kim is saying.
That all of the psychics that we have met with and that we're obsessed with are all full of shit. They all collectively, maybe 4 of them, have told me I was going to pass the bar. So they're all full pathological liars. Don't believe anything they say.
Okay. She's honing in on them all being liars, all being this, all the negative things. They're all pathological liars. Don't believe anything. That's what she's trying to put the word out there for those of us, the melanated beings, who are tapping in spiritually to, that gotta be fake. Because she has that type of influence. You see what I'm saying? So now all of these people, these psychics, is pathological liars. How many reality TV shows have psychics come on there and been extremely accurate? Some of them have been eerily accurate. Remember that psychic that told, put a 3 in the chat. Remember the psychic that told Kim K, not Kim Kardashian, Kim Zolciak, that she was going to marry a football player and she found Croy? Hell, it was a psychic told Candy she was going to run into Tide big head ass. Them psychics be accurate as. But Kim's job is to come on here and muddy the water because we are tapping into spirituality. And it ain't about the clears because listen, when they dealing with psychic and energy, they reading energy, and you got to have melanin. So let's start there first. Yeah, when they reading tarot and they're doing all that, they're reading energy. They're reading melanin. Let that sink in. So when they reading that stuff, okay, they getting accurate energies and picking up on accurate information. But here comes Kim to muddy the waters. To the light workers, don't be fret and don't let this fool you. We waking up. Trust and believe. We are waking up, and it's not going to work with what they're trying to do. They trying from any angle. But I thank God most Black American women are not like crazy about Kim K no more, because at one time she had us in the chokehold. But I thank the Lord we not crazy about her no more, because she'll have a whole bunch of us in the chokehold. I don't give a damn what she do to nobody else. I could care less. Personally. All right. Y'all like the video, please and thank you. Let's move on. Let's get into this next topic. I want to talk about where is that? Hold on. Did that. Damn Antney and Gucci. So remember I brought Gucci's ex-girlfriend, the girl, Meg Breezy, who sung that Meg Breezy, pimpin' ain't easy, nigga. You can leave me, cause I don't really need you, nigga. I got the Chevy and you hear me before you see me. That go ahead, the girl. Okay. Gucci used to date her before he went into that portal they call prison. I told y'all prison is a portal. They taking people in that bitch and they coming out different. Prison is a portal. Anyways, long story short, the girl Mac Breezy had came out and told us that Gucci was not the same person and that he's not the same person that she knew before and that something's different about him. And a lot of people didn't want to listen to her. Why? Not because she wasn't telling the truth, because Black Americans are ignorant. And we just looked at her and assumed that she couldn't be telling the truth because in our minds, she don't look like the newly made Keisha Kaur. Weird shit. You know what I'm saying? But long story short, Deb Antney was talking about the Gucci Mane situation, and even Deb says that wasn't the same Gucci Mane that came home from jail. Now, mind you, Deb had already been speaking out. Nikki had spoke out and said a few things. We seen the interview with Keisha Kaur acting like she's his handler. It was actually really, really bad. So a lot of people are starting to speak out, and I'm telling you, prison is a portal. I don't know if nobody else on the internet said that before, but I'm telling you now, if I'm the first, if I am, oh well, prison is a portal. They send these celebrities into prison and none of them come out the same. Think about it. Prison is a portal. I think that's part of the underground, like they clone Tyrone. They might have a goddamn elevator under them prisons that, hello? Child, let's get into Deb. Gucci ain't the same Gucci.
So let's take a listen to Deb on Keisha Kaur.
So did you see the Breakfast Club interview with like Gucci and Keisha?
Oh, God. Unfortunately, yes. I can't begin to tell you how many people sent me that. I don't follow the Breakfast Club, but I've had that sent to me by several people. That's not the Bradrick that I know. It just did not seem like him. In a million years, you wouldn't get to make me believe that either he wasn't drugged up or something wasn't going on with him there. I don't feel like she should have came out nationally saying the stuff that she said about her husband. I don't think that that's for the world. That sounds like somebody that wants attention and that threw her husband out on the chopping block. I don't care what anybody say. This ain't about them worrying about no damn mental health. This is worrying about people trying to be on top.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And she also spoke about the mental health, as you guys just heard. Now, another part of this interview, she talks about the fact that...
Can I comment on that real quick?
Please, go ahead.
Evolve so hard that people have to get to know you all over again. Evolve so...
That's not the case. And Charlotte McGay is a freaking op. Don't listen to no goddamn Charlotte McGay. This ain't got nothing to do with evolving. Evolving does not change a person's whole persona and personality. Listen, you are who you are. That doesn't change. Who you are was created when you came into this world. It was crafted every day of your life all the way up to who you are. There's no evolvement you can go through that's going to literally give you that type of change. I'm not saying people can't evolve and people can't change. They do. But what I'm telling you, at the core of who you are who you are. There's no evolving that changes who you are at your core. But he's an op. He's here to cause confusion and division. That's what he does.
Much that people don't even recognize you anymore. That is exactly what life is actually about.
Well, you know, it's funny you said that. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking that when you show that change, people won't believe it. People will criticize you. They will issue on your change. Because after that interview, right, everybody would say he was drugged up. He was this, he was that, he was next to his wife. I seen him a couple days later in Hampton, Virginia, where he performed. And Gucci was the same.
Shut up, nigga. Let me say this. What they're doing is conflating two situations going on here. Nobody's talking about the way Gucci looks. That was the onset of our shock. We off the way the nigga look. People are talking about who Gucci is at his core. Who he is. The fans who knew Gucci, Guwap, Big Belly Gucci, who knew his temperaments, who knew his personality, who knew the way he walked, the way he talked, the way he act. These people are noticing a grave difference in this nigga. It's not just about the way that he looks, but what Charlemagne and Envy is doing is keeping it there to confuse you on why you feel like this nigga look different. He looks different because he is. It's not about his look. It's not even about him losing or gaining weight. He looks different because he is. Don't let nobody gaslight you. Your higher you ain't gonna lie to you. Do you hear me? It is impossible for you to lie to you. Your higher you will never lie to you. If your higher you at the onset, when you first saw Gucci, if your first reaction was that ain't Gucci, guess what? That ain't Gucci. I don't give a damn what they say. You can't lie to you. If your higher self, because your higher self is normally your first thought. You ever hear people say, oh, I should have followed my first mind? That's your higher self. Your first thought is your higher self. Everything after that is you coming in between. So when you say I should have followed my first mind, that's saying I should have followed my higher self. If your first impression, your first time seeing that nigga was that ain't Gucci, it's because that ain't Gucci. If your Kanye too, yup, all them niggas, Kim, Lil Kim, if your first onset said that ain't that, I'm telling you. Your mind can play tricks on you. And these niggas on this internet play tricks too.
Cool, collective Gucci. He didn't have his wife around. He was with his crew, his security. It was the same.
All I see is a healed individual.
He was a changed individual.
That's all I see is a healed human that's still on a journey of healing. Like that's all I see.
And one thing was up here talking about his drug addiction back then, and she said he was drugged up during the interview.
Nah, this is the difference. Gucci, healed or not healed, is not gonna let no Keisha KR or no woman get on here and talk about how she have to take his phone. Gucci. I don't give a damn if he's monk Gucci, white Jesus Christ Gucci, Muhammad Gucci. I don't give a damn if he Israel Gucci, bitch. Gucci is certain things Gucci not gonna do, okay? As a personality, I'm not saying his behaviors may not change and the way that he deal with things may not change. What I'm telling you is certain things at the core of Gucci Mane is not going to go. And the things that we saw was not Gucci. It wasn't. It just wasn't. What we saw, that interaction, healed or no healed, that wasn't no Gucci. That wasn't nowhere near no Gucci. The way the nigga got up, the nigga was mom's the word. Why this hoe sitting on here telling us how she damn near punish this nigga and take his devices and make him go in the corner? That ain't Gucci. Ain't that much healing in the goddamn world. And ain't nobody gonna make me believe that you could heal that much to where it turn you into a goddamn imbecile. You a damn lie. You a lie and the truth ain't in you. That ain't no evolving. That ain't no healing. Healing don't even look like that. Healing does not look like that. But they gaslighting y'all. I'm telling you, the Breakfast Club is a bunch of ops, bro.
But when I seen him in Virginia and Hampton, he came up to me and he said, I just want to say thank y'all. And I said, wow, what's up? He said, because I shared my story. And he said, I know some people will joke and some people won't. He said, but people are actually reading the book and so many people are hitting me saying, hey, you helping to change my life. I want to change my life for the better. I'm getting into therapy. I'm getting help. And he said that was the main focus.
The path of personal growth and development brings huge changes in your life. And yes, they go from the inside out. Yes, you should not recognize me. That's how you should evolve.
Drop a bomb for Gucci one time.
Absolutely.
But imagine after doing all that work, right? You being told that you drugged up.
Right.
For doing the work. Like I'm the best I've ever been. I'm my best self. I'm telling y'all my story. And this is drugged up. That's crazy.
Yeah, and Keisha KR has been, I mean, you guys have seen it. She's been getting
make it make sense. So that what they're trying to imply is that in order for you to be your best self, you got to be drugged up. Y'all dealing with mental health issues, ground. Y'all dealing with mental health issues out there, ground. I don't care if it's something as small as anxiety. I don't care if it's something as small as depression. Ground. If you or someone you know is dealing with any level of severity, even if it's somebody with severe mental health issues, let them come outside with their shoes off. Ground. It's free. Ground. But I don't know. I don't know. I could have heard it wrong. Somebody said it's not what she said, but either way, he still was drugged up saying it. But listen, the medical field, that's their remedy, to drug you up. Their remedy ain't to give you no natural ways to get better. Their ways is to drug you up. So please be mindful of that. If you want to get better, ground. I promise you it's gonna work.
Getting a lot of things thrown her way just because she's supporting and helping her husband.
Just for being his wife.
Yeah, and Deb Antney also talked about what she went through with Gucci herself. Let's take a listen to that.
I went through tons of stuff with him, and I'm not going to go through all of that now just because I don't deal with him. I've never advertised anything. People never knew about none of that stuff. And I placed him in hospitals. I've done various things, and nobody ever knew nothing about it. And when she sat there and said, oh, she wished that people would bring him up, well, talk about me, because you wouldn't have him if it wasn't for me. And that pissed me off when I seen that. My son always talk about Gucci, and Waka didn't come out when Gucci was on the stage. Waka was Gucci's hitter. It wasn't about him doing music with Gucci. That didn't happen. He didn't put French Montana out. He didn't put Nicki out. I put Nicki on that stage. He never wanted her on the stage.
That's
and
really
he didn't do nothing with French. He robbed French. I'm tired of them taking away what I did. I got boxes and boxes of paperwork anytime they want to try me.
Yeah. You know he was up here promoting a book, right? That's why. Like, he wrote a book. That's why.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure if somebody like asked him, I guess, you know, like what was going on with you and Deb? You know, how was Deb?
Yeah, nobody asked him. Nobody asked him about Deb. I mean, I do know Deb had a huge hand over a lot of the artists.
Deb put in a lot of work.
Deb put in a lot of work. Deb helped Gucci and his label and a lot.
Now y'all gotta put some respect on Deb's name, man. Y'all gotta. Deb put in some of the most major artists, bro, on the low. And you know why we didn't know about it? Because she a woman. That's it. Y'all gotta put some respect on Deb's name, man. There's a reason why an artist as big as Nicki still cool with Deb. Come on, man. Deb did a big one. Deb put her work in, and a lot of niggas try to take credit for what she did.
Of stuff, but we didn't ask about that. But
No.
Right, Deb definitely did put in a lot of work.
The question, I think, in all of this, what it is that people feel like, you know, they want their credit. I know Keisha Kaur wants it for Gucci, and Deb Antney wants it for herself because everybody's put in work. I understand both sides, but
but when you say like because she had said something about like
I don't feel like Keisha get no credit for Gucci. I feel like Keisha gets credit for maybe the polishing of Gucci, but let's be clear. Gucci was Gucci before Keisha stepped in the door. Take Keisha out the picture and we still have a Gucci. If Keisha never meets Gucci, Gucci continues to Gucci. I don't like that. Keisha gonna get her credit for shaping and helping at the end, you know, with the workout. We gonna give you that, girl. We give you that part. Yeah. We gonna give you that part. But what I'm not gonna do is let Keisha get on here and act like Keisha made Gucci. No. Gucci was Gucci and long before Keisha. When Keisha was over there bumping heads with Yo Gotti or whatever one of them rappers out there in Memphis, Gucci was Gucci. Keisha, don't do that now, girl, because you rewriting history. You rewriting history, my love. We was with Gucci long before you even stepped on the scene, girl. You the new bitch. Can we talk? If we really want to be honest, Keisha, girl, you the new bitch. We honestly, as an audience, I feel like we the main old lady. Keisha, you the new bitch. Like you a Johnny come lately ass bitch. Like don't do that. Don't do that now, Keish. Tell me what in the hell you thinking? Nah, Keish. Don't do that, Keish. I'm not gonna let you come from Jamaica and tether this down now. Cause Gucci was Gucci and long before Keisha ever jumped off the porch. Please be clear.
I did a lot of things, but I didn't say anything.
Talk about it.
I didn't, you know. Yeah, he wrote a book. Like this is his book.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah, that's why it's being talked about, and it's shedding light on his stories to bring awareness for other men that's going through the same thing.
Girl, Keisha probably wrote that book, bitch. Quiet as it's kept. The way he had his head down while she was talking. You feel me? The way Gucci had his head down Whenever Keisha spoke, yes, because I take his appliances, I take his phone, I take his clothes, I take everything from him because he has all of these things, and I take it from him and I say, I'm your wife. How dare you talk to me like that? I'm your wife. So then I tie him up and then I put him in the basement and look at Gucci. Oh, yeah, bitch, you done lost your mind. Ain't no healing and evolving, bitch, please. Keisha wrote that book. Congratulations to everybody who bought the book. Keisha Ghost wrote the book, bitch. Keisha wrote that book. Gucci ain't in no capacity to write no damn books. Girl, Keisha catfishing us through Gucci. I know you lying.
That's been the craziest part for me is people turning this into everything but him helping people through sharing what he's going through.
I'm proud of Gucci. If y'all would have seen Gucci years ago, this is a totally different
I remember
Gucci.
the video in the mall.
He's evolved. He's a different human being. So seeing him here and then seeing him in the streets, he's a different Gucci, and I'm proud of it. And I love to see the evolution.
And all I know is if you see a person on a healing journey and you don't believe that they're actually on a healing journey, it just lets me know that maybe you might need some healing too, because healed people see different.
I agree. I don't know if
I'm on a healing journey, but I can still see bullshit. This ain't about, first of all, shout out to those of us who are on a healing journey. And it's disrespectful when we are on a real healing journey and then we see people pass off clones as healing. That's the problem, Leonard. Go lay down with your little ugly tail self. Child, listen, the point is this, that is not Gucci. I said it when I seen them. That ain't no Gucci. But girl, Keisha coming around here talking about she need credit for what? Bitch, for the workout plan? For the meal prep? Bitch, what you need credit for? Because you can't credit. As a matter of fact, when you came around, I feel like his rap started going down. Bitch, don't start me. Because I'm going to start remembering how it really went. And I'm going to get mad. Bitch, because before you, bitch, Gucci was riding the beat. You feel me? Before you, bitch, Gucci, hello? Gucci was, hey, before you jumped off the porch, it seemed like when you jumped off the porch, the niggas started, I want to make love. I wanna make love. I mean, what? Bitch, please don't get me to remembering how it really went, because I'm gonna get mad, Keisha. Go lay down, bro. Please. Nah, it's not the time. I'm already mad about Omarion 30 years of catfish. Here you come catfishing with the book, bitch. We gonna let you slide with the book, but go lay down, because I'm gonna get to remembering how it really went, and I'm gonna get mad. You see what I'm saying? When I get to remembering how it really went, I'm gonna get mad. So please, Keisha, go lay down. We ain't got time. Girl, please. I remember Gucci Man, La Flair, baby. I'm that guy. Man, watch out. Man, I'm trying to figure which chick I'ma see today. Pull up a young girl, look like Lisa Ray. When I seen her in the club, said I got to get her. Because she looked like she might be Trina's sister. Man, watch out. Gucci don't rap like that. That ain't the same Gucci. That ain't, I don't know who that is. This Uchi. That ain't Gucci. Let's move on. Now, girl, did y'all hear about this TikTok lady? So, girl, they stealing people's husbands and getting sued? Girl, so apparently some lady on TikTok sued some woman for taking her husband and won $1.75 million. Now, I must say, when I saw this, it's giving me Boondocks tease. It's giving me written script. It's giving me fake. But let's go with the move. It says, it looks like North Carolina TikTok influencer Brene Kennard will have to pay up after her current husband's ex-wife sued her for allegedly alienation of affection. I know that's a law in Carolinas. According to WRAL, Kennard has been ordered to pay $1.75 million after a jury found her liable following a lawsuit that accused her of seducing and having an affair with her manager. Tim Montague's ex-wife, Akira Montague, brought the lawsuit to civil court and claimed that the alleged affair happened between her now ex-husband and Kennard caused her mental anguish damage to her health, and deprived her 2 children of a 2-parent household. Go ahead on, girl. The reported affair took place in the former couple's home and on Kennard's social media. In the end, Tim Montague left his marriage with Akira Montague to be in a relationship with Brene Kennard, whom he later married. Ooh. Ultimately, the jury found Kennard liable of criminal conversation and alienation of affection. Didn't they try to get Nene like this? It's noted that the state of North Carolina, the alienation of affection law allows the spouse to sue the person they blame for interfering with their marriage. Kennard spoke with the news outlet after the jury's decision, and said Akira Montague, gave her consent. She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done. Girl, what? Let's get into it.
That's the sound of a $1.75 million cheer coming just moments after court was adjourned. Akira Montague embraced her attorney, Robin.
This can't be real, y'all. This can't be. I refuse to play like this is real. This got to be an episode of something. This cannot be real. There's no way you're going to make me believe this is a real thing and it really, like, I'm not saying the situation. This ain't real. Something about this ain't real. It don't even feel real. Look.
Netta Jones as dozens of supporters yelled from the sidelines. Akira Montague's lawsuit, filed in Durham County Court, accuses Brene Montague, an influencer with nearly 3 million followers on TikTok, of seducing and having an affair with her then husband, Tim. That affair then turning to marriage when Brene and Tim wed. In the suit, Akira Montague claimed Brene used her online influence as a weapon. The affair also caused damage to her health and deprived her kids of a 2-parent household.
And it was nothing but lies.
Brene Montague, who represented herself in court, slammed the verdict, saying Akira Montague knew her marriage was over and allowed the affair.
She gave her consent.
Wait, Renee, girl. Renee, bitch, you got 3 million followers and you represented yourself, bitch. No wonder you lost. What you mean? Did you go to school for law, bitch? You got 3 million followers on TikTok, and they say TikTok pay real good. What the hell you mean you represented? No wonder your ass lost. Akira, and I know you done took that lady husband. I can see it in your eyes. You was sleeping with that lady husband, and you knew he was still with that lady, and you were telling that nigga pull up at your house at night. Akira, I know you did it. I don't even know you, but I know you did. Whatever they said you did with that lady husband, you did it. You know you did it. Talking about it's all lies. It's the truth. It's the truth. But Akira, you gonna get on here representing yourself and talk about you shocked at the verdict? Oh, Akira, girl. Well, I hope the dick was worth it.
She said it was okay because she knew her marriage was over with and it was done.
But the jury didn't agree, awarding Akira Montague the $1.75 million after more than 700 pieces of evidence were presented in court, including some of Brene's own TikToks and texts. The case hinged on 2 rarely used laws, including alienation of affection.
It can be very hard to prove, and the reason is because it's hard to find a point in a relationship where the relationship necessarily started to go bad.
But in these videos and in the court testimony, the jury found that point, leaving Brene Montague with a hefty bill and no answer on how
I'm sorry, the girl who lost was Brene. Brene, girl, you was sleeping with that lady husband. You know you was.
she'll pay.
I don't know, but she'll probably never see it.
But
I know that's right, Brene. Bitch, if I take your husband and you sue me for $1.7 million, bitch, I'd rather set it on fire, ho, for you. Bitch, I'd rather put it in a pile and let Saint piss on it and light it with lighter fluid, slut. I sure would. Yeah, I'm wrong. I don't care. Bitch, you ain't gonna get it. I'm with Brene, bitch. Yeah, I took your husband, but bitch, you ain't gonna see it. Shout out to Brene. I wasn't on your side to the last part, Brene. Brene came out and said she won't see it, and I look, And the last part gave over my dead body. That's how I know Brene ain't playing. Shout out to Brene, but that's what you get. Brene, stop sleeping with them people husbands. You see what I'm saying? Stop sleeping with them people husbands. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I ain't entertained a husband or two in my days. That was when I was unhealed. However, comma, y'all got to find your own husbands. Stop leaving them people husbands alone. And to the women, y'all with y'all husbands, keep your husband on a leash. Them niggas be running out the door, girl, running to get to them ladies' houses. Get your husband, girl. Get your husband. Please. And y'all leave them people husbands alone. They suing now. They suing now. Y'all better be careful playing with them people husbands. Is it worth that much? No. Leave them people husbands alone. Right. Find your own husband. That's so funny to say out loud because, bitch, it sound good, though. Find your own husband. Girl, bye. Bitch, please. Bitch, I can't find a nigga. What you mean find my own husband? My bad, girl. Well, at least be careful with that lady husband. If you're going to sleep with the lady husband, be careful, okay? Be careful and stop trying to be with the lady husband. Take your time, weekend slut. Stop trying to be the man, okay? My girl Brene said she won't see it, and I said, there it go. And won't. And won't. I wasn't on Brene's side to the end. I'm with Brene, bitch. I'm going to stick it out all the way to the end. Y'all could clap and laugh and cheer down to the courthouse all day you want, baby. She won't see it. There it go. Shout out to Brene. Shout out to Brene. Didn't I tell y'all yesterday that the Grammys and all that stuff was rigged? Look, didn't I tell y'all that? I wish we take our value out these award shows. We were just talking about this yesterday, and this popped up on my news feed. Look.
Truth. You have to tell your truth. Deborah Dugan says last week the Recording Academy offered her millions of dollars if she would keep her silence. She refused. Is the awards process corrupt? It's rigged. 12,000 Academy members vote to determine the top 20 nominees for a Grammy Award. But Dugan, alongside her attorney, says committees who pick the final nominees can be influenced. You're saying that in some cases, the nominating process has the involvement of people who have an interest in the nominations, artists who might be nominated are in the room. Absolutely.
And not just the artists, it's the people who have business affiliations with the artists as well.
Could represent the artists. Are in the room.
Yes.
What about the allegation that artists have made that it is predominantly white, that the decisions are being made by males? Is that true?
It is true. It's predominantly white males that call the shots.
She says Sunday night, artists up for Song of the Year took spots from Ariana Grande and Ed Sheeran.
When you move somebody up, somebody comes out. And I was in the room and I did see that happen.
The Academy said today,
your truth. You have to tell your truth.
Deborah.
My thing is this. Again, it's all in the mind. What you find value in is what the value is in. Okay. Now, as it pertains to the Grammys, we were talking about yesterday. What was the awards? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I told y'all we need to take our value out the awards because we are the award. I told y'all Jimi Hendrix and all those people were walking rock and roll walks of fame. It's the same thing with these Grammys. It's all been a big rigged situation. I remember years ago, I found out that basically to get a Hollywood star, you just pay for it. What? So you wait, you put your name in the hat. If I can remember it correctly, they say you put your name in the hat, and whenever it's your time to come around, you got to have the money and you just pay for it. I'm thinking you had to work hard to get it. This is the point. These awards are capped. A whole bunch of cap and BS. Do not get caught up in it because it's all a way to control and manipulate the people. That's all it is. A way to control and manipulate the people. Your value is not in anything that they're giving you externally. Your value is in everything that you get internally, not externally. Never forget that. All right, now let's move on. I want to get into Wendy Williams really quickly. So apparently Wendy Williams is doing okay. So she had another second, third, fourth, fifth opinion. And this opinion states what we already knew. Ain't nothing wrong with Wendy. Duh. Like, I don't understand who they trying to convince, because the public been saying that. It's the courts that's saying something other than that. So Wendy had another exam or whatever, and they found that she doesn't suffer from any of these illnesses that they said she had. But we already knew that. I mean, we've been saying that. Let's get into it.
On the next TMZ Live, Wendy Williams one big step closer to freedom. A doctor says she does not have the medical condition that's keeping her under guardianship prison.
So, and I'm going to read the article. So Wendy Williams was in this guardianship, but I told y'all it's never been about the Wendy herself. It was about having access and full control over Wendy's money. I told y'all if I were Wendy, I would tell them keep the money and let me out this goddamn guardianship, and I'll just figure it out from there. But again, I also told y'all I understand why Wendy would feel like, no, I'm going to fight for my money, because she's worked hard. Wendy has worked a long time in her whole career trying to make sure that she makes it to where she is. So I understand her wanting to fight for it. What I'm telling you is it really worth it if it means that I get my sanity taken? To me, no. So this is what they're saying now. It says, period, Wendy Williams does not have frontotemporal dementia. New test clears her after 3 years under guardianship. It says Wendy Williams is finally getting justice. According to TMZ, a top neurologist confirmed Wendy does not have frontotemporal dementia, the condition that kept her under a strict guardianship for more than 3 years. Sources told TMZ that Wendy recently took a series of neurological tests in New York City, and the results were clear. She does not have dementia. Her legal team her legal team got the results that late last month and is now preparing to take action. This news goes against what her guardian once claimed when they said she tested positive for the illness. Experts told TMZ that frontotemporal dementia never gets better, yet Wendy has continued to improve, showing strength and recovery since getting sober 3 years ago. Her lawyers plan to file legal documents within the next 2 weeks, asking the court to end the guardianship. If the judges refuse, attorney Joce is ready to demand a jury trial to free Wendy. I told y'all, this is about Wendy's money, power, control over her stuff, what she has. Okay? They know nothing wasn't wrong with no Wendy. Was she drunk? Yeah. Was she old? Yeah. Was she contrary? Absolutely. But all of this dementia stuff, it's the same thing with herpes. You know, they say back in the day, herpes was not curable. Do you know that people are being found to not have herpes no more? These people don't know what the hell they doing. They just going with the move and keeping you confused so they can harvest your energy. We know ain't nothing wrong with Wendy. Them people is behind her money. Wendy, I really hope this thing works out for her, because now Wendy's going to have to go to court and see what the judge says. I believe, conspiracy theorists, I believe that the judge, the lawyers, and everybody is in on it all together. So we'll see. I don't know if this Joe Tacopino, whatever, taco dude, I don't know if he's one of them in on it. I can't say for sure. But what I can say is I do believe that attorney that she had before, or the people she had working on her or working with her before, not the case. Now let's get into Black American in the culture, y'all. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Please get the likes up on the video. Black Americans are the role models for the world, right? We are the culture. Without us, there is nothing. What we are coming to find that we pay attention now is everywhere, every single crack and crevice of the earth copies and imitates us. Everybody. I don't care if it's the way they speak. And I'm not talking about Ebonics. I'm not talking about all that other stuff, all that hip hop stuff. I'm talking about in every single thing that we do and have done in the past. Civilization is what it is, not because of no weird or small group in Africa. It's because of us, Black Americans, right here in America, not in Africa, right here. Toilets, cars, planes, televisions, Wi-Fi, lights, streets, everything that you know or ever have known comes from us. This is the reason why other small pockets of melanated people think that we're bougie. They think that we're spoiled and we're not appreciative. It's not that. It's who we are. When they used to say back in the day, we come from gods, they really mean that. We really, really, truly do come from gods. We are the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. When the Most High said that you are made in my some are made in my likeness and some are made in my image, he talking about us, because we made in his likeness and his image for real. But when he talk about his image, that means whatever he got and he can do, that's us. And us down here on this level of the world, we are being taken advantage of because we're not realizing that we're oozing all these gifts to everybody, and everybody's just taking and taking, smiling in our face, acting like they're not taking from us, not realizing we are the culture. It starts and stops with us. It's no mysterious group in Africa. It's no mysterious group that was taking on no boat and bought. No, it was us right here. And if you think I'm lying, stop and pay attention to what you see around the world. Everywhere you go, people imitate Black Americans. Nobody else. Us. They don't imitate the African. They don't imitate the Black Asian. They don't imitate the Black Hispanic. They don't imitate no other melanated being the way they imitate us. Why? Because we are the Alpha and the Omega. We are the blueprint on this realm. Okay? Let's get into it.
The 40 million Black people in America are the role models for 1.8 billion Black people in the world. When we say something's cool, it's cool in Tibet. When we say something's a dud, it's a dud in North Korea. We have mastered culture, community, and cool and creativity, yes or no?
Yep.
So now all we have to do is switch, become bilingual, and master capitalism, commerce, and a new community. Don't go from rocking the mic to owning it.
Facts.
So I want you just to shift your brain. In other words, you are the capital. You already have what you need. Yep. When you walk in a room, you are unique. Everybody wants to be you, except they don't want to be Black.
Ooh! You saw how the lady cut him off? Everybody want to be you, except they don't want to be Black. This brother was spitting. Listen, you have to understand who you are. These people look to us. We don't look to nobody. Think about what I'm saying. Everywhere in the world look to us for culture, inspiration, food, everything that they need, they look to us. We don't look to nobody. That means that we are special, extraordinary even. This is why the out of Africa theory doesn't work for me, because you are going to tell me that we came from Africa. Well, we had to come from a small pocket of extraordinary Negroes on this big old continent that you can never find no more of over there. They must have took every single one of these extraordinary Negroes that they say was in Africa. They had to take every single one of them, wipe them out clean, and bring them all over here. It's not possible. You are who you've always been. You are the beginning and the end, made in his image and in his likeness. This is why everybody looks to you, because you have a little bit of the Most High God in you. You just have to see that. Somebody brought in the chat, because I didn't even bring up the song for the day, but we gonna use this one, Smiling Faces. Whoever put that in the chat, thank you for bringing that up, because I forgot to use a song for the day. Y'all remember the song, What They Do? They smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. We going to go over it, because listen, I told y'all the ancestors, they was already giving us the answers is decoded. It's in the messaging, man. The messaging is in the music. It's in the movies. It's in all of the entertainment. It's everywhere. You just got to tap in so you could decode it. Now, when it comes to these smiling faces, Black Americans think of everybody that's not you. Everybody. Because when we go over these lyrics, this is what you're going to have to be thinking about when you're dealing with what we dealing with in this world. Everybody that is not indigenous to this land, everybody that's not a descendant of freedmen here in this land, when we go over these lyrics and you think about these people that they talking about, think of everybody that's not you. Hell, as a matter of fact, some of them even are you. Don't just think of the white boy. That's what got us stuck the first time, because the enemy is all around us. Let's get into the lyrics. Smiling faces. It says, the truth is in the eyes, because those eyes don't lie. Amen. Remember, a smile is just a frown turned upside down. My friend, let me tell you, smiling faces, sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got the proof. Beware of the handshake that hides the snake. I'm telling you to beware of the pat on the back. It just might hold you back. Jealousy, misery, envy, I tell you, you can't see behind smiling faces. And then it goes on to say, let me go down. Your enemy won't do you no harm because you'll know where he's coming from. Let me say that again. Your enemy won't do you no harm because you'll know where he's coming from. Don't let the handshake and smile fool you. Take my advice. I'm only trying to school you. Smiling faces all the time. Smiling faces. They don't tell the truth. Smiling faces, they tell lies, and I got the proof. Then it goes on to say, the impossible task is to figure out which of the smiles is a mask. Think about it. Did you hear? The impossible task is to figure out which of the smiles is a mask. And I mixed the songs up because it's not smiling in your face. That's the OJs. This is smiling faces of love. Yeah, that's what this is. Y'all remember this song. But this the part. The impossible task is to figure out which of the smiles is a mask. Think about it. Did you hear? The impossible task, listen, is to figure out which one of the smiles are a mask. Now, if Black Americans think about it, everybody around us smiling in our face, acting like they us, acting like it's cool. But every time they get in the water, every time it's time to delineate, there they go delineating with us. It's time for you to stop waiting for things to go bad to see who's negative. You need to start looking with your eyes, these eyes and this one too. And you need to start looking at these so-called smiling faces, and you're going to see that most of these smiling faces, if not damn near all of them, are backstabbers. They smiling in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Let me pull that one up. Backstabbers. And they got us sitting up here gaslighting us. How you spell that shit? Yeah, backstabbers, OJs. Then they got us gaslighting us, making us believe that what we witnessing ain't true. Look, they smile in your face. All the time they want to take your place. Backstabbers. All you fellows who have someone and you really care, then it's all of you fellows who better beware. Okay. A few of your buddies, they sure look shady. No, I'm sorry. Let me go back. All of you fellows who have someone and you really care, then it's all of you fellows who better beware. Somebody's out to get your lady. A few of your buddies, they sure look shady. Blades are long, clenched tight in their fists. Amen, straight at your back, and I don't think they'll miss. Oh, aiming, I'm sorry. Aiming at your back, and I don't think they'll miss. They'll smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Now, think of the girl as your culture, your identity, right? It says, I keep getting all these visits from my friends. Yeah, what they doing to me? They come to my house again and again and again. So are they going to see my woman? Think about the woman as the culture. I don't even be home, but they just keep coming and coming. It says, what can I do to get on the right track? I wish they take some of these knives out my back. They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. Them goddamn backstabbers. So we got smiling faces and we got backstabbers. We got a lot of people smiling in our face, Black America. And every single one of them want to take our place. You know the ones who don't want to take our place? Those are the ones who loud and proud off the rip about who they are. They loud and proud off the rip about where they come from. And not only that, they help and assist the people where they come from. Everybody else to me is a smiling face. I'm just saying, shout out to the allies that we have. But I feel like to Black America, the allies that we want to see are the allies that's helping their people. Like I say, we don't need y'all help. So for those who are insistent upon helping, you know why. Especially when we tell them we don't need it, it's them smiling faces. We are the culture, Black America. There is no them without you. If it weren't for you, they'd still be shitting in the streets. In certain places in Africa, they still are shitting in the streets. You brought culture to the world. You brought language to the world. You brought ingenuity and all of this stuff that we got. You bought it. You just don't know it because over the last 100 years, the government and the powers that be has spent a lot of time and money to detach you and disconnect you from who you are. There will be none of this stuff without you. That's why I tell y'all, there's a thing that I say they better thank a nigga, because if it wasn't for us, none of this shit would be here. We are the gods of this earth. We just got to know it. Once we know it, we take our rightful places where we belong, and everything else and everybody else falls in line. Does that make sense? I'm just saying. We got to know it. We can't wait for them to know it. We got to know it. Okay? Who gifted? Oh, I think I did this one. Thank you, TD, for gifting the memberships. I can't see this. Hold on one second so I can see this really quickly. Shanteria, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. And Daisha, thank you for the super chat. She says, love, I appreciate you. Y'all, I got to get off because I think I got some more work to do. But I'm busting my tail, y'all. I'm busting. And I promise you, when I come up with what I'm working on, I think y'all going to like it. I'm pretty positive y'all going to like it, okay? Now, with that being said, y'all, I got to get up off of here. Y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And oral tradition is key. Buy land, buy land, buy land. That's where the generational wealth is. Love y'all down to the ground. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, Blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah, 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.